All right, part two. Unfortunately, I had to split this into two videos, but let's continue. So I've cleared a space for a circle here. Now I'm going to go through the whole intro to palms and palm one. Okay. So if you recall from the other video, I'll kind of pause at certain places. I think you should stop just to make sure your balance is correct. So we'll begin here. Make sure you ground it. Right. Tangent step, hook step, two tracks. Hips moving in a direction. Make sure you're not turning this way. This is very awkward. So keep your hips forward like you're walking forward. The trick to not walking off the circle is the hook step or the dragon step. So you can just practice that. This is actually palm one if you just want to practice the hook and tangent step. And we'll just do it a few times so you can kind of see the footwork. Now, um, the other thing with the eye, look at the palm, right? So once you feel comfortable with the footwork, just do the palm, right? Now, as I said before, a challenge is try doing it backwards. Tangent step, hook step backwards. See, this last foot is at an angle, but it's still on a separate track. Slide the foot back, tangent step, tangent step. It's a bit more of a challenge, takes a bit more coordination, right? But basically what you're doing is you're just reversing what you're doing with the other forward footwork. Now that's the challenge, but don't worry about that. Just do the forward for now. Do about 100 times for the first few weeks till it feels comfortable. And then what you can do before you add the backwards, close your eyes. This will help give you a better sensibility of where your weight is and if you're balanced. If you're walking on a tightrope, you'll immediately feel it if your eyes are closed. But go slow so you can make the corrections. Make sure you're stable. Fix the footwork if you need to. Pause. This footwork is very important. It's foundational to the Bagua. Okay, now let me go through the intro and then you can see the footwork in the hands. So again, I'll kind of pause on certain ones. I'm going to do low basin, which is as low as you feel comfortable. And then when you do it this low, you definitely want to go slower. It takes a little bit more muscle to control. So watch my hands. This one comes down, circles, strike. I'm going to clear. I'll do that from a different angle so you can kind of see what my hands are doing. So this one comes down while this one comes in front and circles. And it's like a continuous motion. Now watch. Forward, right? Well, my hips, you're going to clear in the direction of your hips. Here, turn back towards the center. Okay? So let's try that again. One, we clear, and we go back to the circle. Now notice how my palms are, there's a twisting motion. There's a lot of circles and twisting. It's not, might not feel natural at first, but after a while, if you do anything other than what you're trained to do, it feels weird. Okay, now the second part of that is the jump. and the snake creeps through the grass. So we'll add that part to this. So we'll go from here, open, got it? Inhale and watch my hands. Keep your hands on, eye on that center hook step. Okay, now we're gonna add the jump to it. Scoop, turn. You actually jump and jump back and land in snake creeps through the grass. Your weight is here. Bring this leg forward. Now you're going to turn the foot in, this foot here. Why? Because it sets you up for squaring off, right? And then now you go back to your tangent step and then reach for the moon, scoop down, jump, and all the way stretch. You can hold this is night, lower back stretch, right? The slower the better. Make sure you're stable at this point. Now you're gonna square off. Okay, let's put it together again. Maybe we do slightly different angle. Okay, so from the beginning. We'll do it slow. Big circle, small circle, strike. One, big circle, small circle, strike. Right? Now, I didn't throw the jump into it, but you imagine from here, you're going to kind of load up the legs here, jump, land soft, and then back here again. Okay, now this time I'm gonna do it without talking because sometimes when I talk, I mess up. So let me just do it for demonstration and then I'll let you go practice on your own. So intro to palms, big circle, small circle. There's a lot going on, I know, but I'm gonna do it. And you can just work on those individual parts till you master that. The reason this is called intro is because you're going to see a lot more of these motions show up in other parts of the 8 palms. All right. Now, you'll hear me talk about basins, high, low, and medium. When you're doing it really slow and you're just trying to get the motions, you want to do low basin. Middle is sort of uh, medium speed, right? So you can go a little bit faster. That one is usually the height at which we normally do palms in this system, you know. And then you have the high, which again, anytime you're kind of upright, you still have a slight bend in the knees, but it allows you to maneuver much faster. And the only issue with that is that once you get into the palms, when there's a lot of, that means you have to go low and high a lot more. So if you're doing like a jump like this, you have to come back up, all the way back up, and keep the motion without losing your balance. Haha. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if that helped you out. And any questions you have, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you again soon. Keep practicing.